is true. They can't see.
They can't see?
We have to unmute this. Oh, you did unmute
I did unmute it.
I don't know.
Dude, we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Welcome to FrameLoss, episode 7.
Yeah,
is that what this episode is?
Witcher
episode?
Which show number is this?
It's show number 7. I can get off our pre-show.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Joe C.
Oh, you're giving a shout out to Joe?
No last names.
Joey
It's
CC?
the internet.
Not,
but Joe C right now is
Big Joey C Dizzle
with us live.
right.
I'm monitoring the chat as always from back here at the FrameLoss social media gateway.
I do like that name.
All right, so
We have technology.
hosts. Who are our hosts?
I'm 2 inches.
2 inches.
I am CJ.
I'm B-Pax.
Hashtag CJ.
Well,
Welcome,
you didn't
everybody.
put it up there like I told you to, Kyle.
It's not done yet.
We got a sweet show for this week. When
Yeah.
you guys are bickering back there. I'm
We
gonna
got stuff.
get this thing on the road. I'm gonna do this
Please
by
do.
myself,
Okay,
Please
actually.
do.
Take
Kyle
it
still
away.
can't control the
We've
show.
got releases of the week. We've got a new segment, trailers of the week, news, and we've got a review. Are you going to keep the review a secret right now? Or
No,
we're
we're going to review Olli Olli for the Vita.
Okay, Olli Olli for the PS Vita.
Olli Olli is fun to say.
It is. It is a
do.
fun name to say.
Way better than like Impossible or like 360 variable flip, 360 variable flip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be like kickflip. Kickflip is like that's kind of like a
That's
tongue
the
twister.
Laser flip,
That's
laser
the
flip.
sequel.
Yeah.
I like laser flips.
So what have you been playing, Kyle?
I've been playing Olli Olli.
Olli Olli.
I've been playing some WoW.
Some WoW.
Some-
I'm pretty
just-
sure you've been on every day this week.
Just a smidge.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a smidge.
Okay. It's a
Smidgen.
bullshit lie.
I hate they ruined the Warlock for me, so I'm pretty...
But now you get to go back to your road.
I do.
So that's a reason to go back to the road.
I'm excited to start at level 1 again and
Yeah,
make
that
a new character. It
sucks.
super sucks.
Well, you have it like at level 15 or something, don't you?
Level 7.
7. I mean, you're halfway there to 15.
Yeah.
CJ.
I have been playing World of Warcraft also. My girlfriend
This is an
did
epidemic.
recruit. It's
It's a problem.
I don't know what the opposite of like an epidemic is, where everyone's healed, but that's what it is. My girlfriend just did recruit a friend with me, so I've been going crazy. I leveled a priest from 0 to 85 in 3 days.
Which is insane.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's offensive.
I hate you.
I've also been playing still Legend of Mana, and still I've been playing this game Zero Escape: Virtue's Last Reward.
Is that the full name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a sequel to the game 9 people.
999.
Oh,
Nine
999, yeah,
people,
yeah, I
9 days,
remember
9
hearing about
doors,
that.
or something like that. It's essentially just a glorified room escape game with like a visual novel in between. Like sometimes I'll spend a half-hour ride to work just skip like going
Just
through,
like, yeah,
going
through
through like
cutscene.
the novel parts. Yeah,
Nice.
but the puzzles are really hard in a good way, and it's a lot of fun. It's really satisfying to beat it. So.
From what I know about it too, there's a lot of like betrayal and teaming up with people later in the game.
There's
I know in 999 that was a huge part of it.
there's multiple paths that the story can take and stuff, and they encourage you to like go back and like you can't beat some like I just got to the end of one of the stories, but it's not really the end. It's just the end for now until I go do another part of the story and get something I need. It's super weird. Like I need medicine,
Yeah.
but I won't find the medicine until I go do another branch of the
yeah,
story.
that's
And then for
interesting.
some reason I can like bring it over. It's super.
That's weird. Yeah.
But what have you been playing, Brendan?
Wow.
Good man.
Pretty much wow.
Good
I
man.
reinstalled Witcher 2 because there was some Witcher 3 news that came out this week.
Are we covering
And,
Witcher?
Witcher episode is this?
Witcher game is it?
Witcher game? No,
This is the
So,
dumbest.
yeah, it's really stupid.
I warned you.
Yeah, so I reinstalled Witcher 2 because I never beat that, and I got to the same exact point where I stopped playing Witcher 2 before, and I haven't played it since then. So, hopefully I actually beat it this time, but yeah, wow, it's taking up all my time.
WoW rules.
WoW takes everything. CJ, you want to bring us into our releases of the week?
I would love to do releases of the week.
I know you would.
This week, which is the week of January 28th, 2014, we have Tomb Raider, the definitive edition for the PS4 and the Xbox One. This is a re-released version of the Tomb Raider game that came out last year. Last year or 2 years ago?
Last year.
Last year,
Yes,
I think, yeah. For the Xbox 360 and the PS3.
And
it's
PC.
got and PC, yeah. I don't know why people play it there, but...
What? Get out of here, you jobber.
It has updated graphics. It includes all the DLC that was in that was available for the previous game. That's it. Those two things.
When they announced it, they were really excited
It
about the hair.
looks really
it looks
sexy.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
It looks
and
awesome.
I had never played Tomb Raider, so I really want to get it for PS4.
I'm hoping
But
that this
I
isn't.
don't want to pay $60.
Yeah,
Considering you can get it like on the Steam sale. For
I
like
got it on
15.
Amazon for I think $12,
Yeah.
like a couple months ago.
Yep.
I
So-
hope it's not like the beginning of a trend where it's like, oh, here's a game that like just like I don't want to see like BioShock Infinite complete.
Oh,
with,
yeah, I
like,
don't.
updated I don't
Nope.
want to see it. If it is,
I feel
I mean,
like it's
Tomb
something
Raider,
we
I
will
feel
see.
like was enough of like a massive like graphics improvement that I was like, okay, like, yeah. I mean, people on next gen consoles right now are kind of like twiddling our thumbs, like, what do we play?
exactly. That's why
Yeah.
I'm worried about it. Is because it's like there's no games. But I mean, even if it does become that, there's not that many games that would get the treatment. So
GTA 5, I could see him doing it for that.
Ooh,
I
that might
can't
be
see them
tricky.
redoing it.
Yeah,
That's
that might be
the
tricky.
only thing for that.
That's the whole rumors right now. Is the rumor that they're doing it for PC,
yeah.
PS4, and Xbox One.
Oh,
Obviously, it's like rumor alert.
I would
Yeah.
definitely trade my.
That's
I would
the-
definitely trade my copy in and get a PS4 copy.
Yeah,
I would not.
I mean, I'm gonna
that's-
get it
you
on
gotta
PC.
Beat it all again. I'll get it on PC to mod it. But
yeah.
the other game that's new this week is
Well,
Dragon.
wait. Whoop. You didn't give the date for Tomb Raider. Also,
I believe I did. I said 128.14.
I mean, maybe he did. I don't
maybe he
remember.
did.
I said
I mean,
the week
we'll go
of
watch it
120
after, and
Yeah.
then we'll be able to. We'll call him a bullshit liar in the next.
Yeah, I
Okay.
specifically said that it was the week of
Okay.
128.14.
Regardless of that, the game actually came out Saturday. They lifted the street date, but didn't
That's
tell
weird.
anybody. So like,
So you could have bought it like on Saturday.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if they called people who like pre-ordered it. I don't even know if it was something you could pre-order. I'm pretty sure it was.
You could pre-order
Probably.
anything.
Yeah, but they
Literally.
lifted the street date like without telling anybody, and it was on sale like on the shelves Saturday.
I can't believe you stopped me for that.
News is important news.
Uh,
Hard-hitting journalism.
The other release this week is Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. It's
That's a
the
dumb
next,
name.
Yeah,
It's a really dumb name.
I mean, at least it's not like Dragon Ball Z Gatoichi Kanatate or like whatever.
Battle of Z 42.
The
Supermassive
way they name all
Ultra
their,
Edition.
Yeah, the way they name all their stuff is
The way they name Street
Yeah.
Fighter games.
yeah. So it's
Ooh.
it's another Dragon Ball Z fighting game. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, a fan of those fighting games, you won't be disappointed by this one. I've played a few of them. They're not like awful. It's definitely one of those games that's like you'll like it the more of a DBZ fan you are. Or I shouldn't say DBZ. I should just say Dragon Ball at this point because
Yeah.
the games are so huge. I know that the one of the changes they made is that all the like transformations are their own characters now. You don't have to play Goku and then go Super Saiyan as Goku and then go Super Saiyan 2 as Goku. You can just play Super Saiyan 2 Goku.
I understood.
I have no
none
idea
of
Yeah.
what you're talking
Yep.
about.
No.
So-
But for anyone who cares, that game's out. I'll probably end up buying it when it's like $20 or $30 or something, just to have like because it's a huge game, so I'll be able to sink like 20 or 30 hours into just unlocking.
It's like the Naruto games.
Yeah, I mean I haven't played those, so God bless you.
Yeah. So
Um,
once again, another week of just. It's kind of weak.
It's
It's slim pickings till March.
It is.
basically.
It is what it is. But
Got some sweet trailers, right?
we
We
do.
do have some sweet trailers. All right, so we're gonna go into.
I like this new live thing because like how it's set up is we can do trailers like and not just play and be like everyone listen to the audio.
What?
That's how we used to do it on Save State. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no one has seen that, so I don't know why we're
Yeah.
referencing it.
Like 3 people saw it.
Yeah.
So
You,
this
me-
is the
you, me, and Kyle.
this is a trailer for Lord of the Rings. It's actually kind of long, so I don't think we're gonna go through the whole thing. I skipped through a little bit of the intro, but it looks pretty friggin' sweet. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Assassin's Creed, and you'll see right here in a second why. Because the climbing, this looks exactly like Assassin's Creed here.
Didn't one of the devs?
One of
for
the devs
Assassin's
was like-
Creed was like that's my engine.
Yeah, he said like
Yeah.
that's my work. Which I mean, after playing Assassin's Creed a ton, like that looks exactly like Assassin's Creed. But either way, this game it's called Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. It's like a I don't know if it's open world. The only thing I think I've seen of it is it's like these assassination missions where you go into kind of like an open
instance
set,
almost?
but it's not like an open world, and you're doing like assassination missions. You're trying to assassinate a target. They're talking about how some targets you can actually bring to your side. And
The world just
recruiting
exploded.
like an army. What?
The world just exploded.
Oh, yeah, he has this like special because I'm pretty sure he's dead. and they brought him back to life. I was reading like some stuff about it.
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous, and the gameplay looks really fun. I like a little bit later in the trailer, they show him like take out a bow, and when he goes to aim it, he actually like aims at the guy's like the back of his
that's pretty
kneecap,
cool.
and so it like prevents him from running away.
It's vicious. This is a vicious game for Lord of the Rings. Did you guys play any of the older ones on like the PS2 and stuff?
They
when
were pretty tame.
out? Yeah, they were not like at all
like visceral.
Yeah, like if you read Lord of the Rings, you can definitely get a sense that it's supposed to be like kind of.
Look at that! That was awesome.
Yeah, that guy's on fire now.
I think the last Lord of the Rings game I played was like Battle for Middle.
I actually haven't watched this whole thing. That was really sick going through the fire.
Battle for Middle Earth was pretty good. That was like a 360 game.
That was the RTS, right?
I don't think it was RTS.
There was one that was an RTS, and then there was one that was like on Battlefront.
Guardians
Battle for Middle Earth was
MOBA.
like Battle of Middle Earth was the one that was like Battlefront.
Okay.
That was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, this game I'm almost definitely gonna pick it up. It looks amazing. It looks like it plays amazing. The story
really brutal combat, which I like.
Yeah. That fire looks so good when it looks bad there, but when the characters run through it, it looked really good.
Yeah. I think it's gonna show the part where I was talking about.
Guy's in trouble.
Soon. Yeah, he's got this. Like, look at that. He did the like turn into a thing. He's like bouncing all over the place. The like spirit ability.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. And here he goes. Yeah, targets his knee and
that's awesome.
takes him out.
That's just it's so cool.
And yeah, they were talking about like he like takes him like almost like a captive, and he works for him now, kind of. So you've got like an inside man with the orcs and stuff. So I don't know. It's
really interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I can't wait to see more because it seems like it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
No idea if it's an open world.
Yeah, we'll definitely be
honestly,
talking about more.
Hope it's not an open world.
I don't know.
I'm getting kind of jaded on open world games.
I still love them.
I love them, but there's so many of them.
I like them. It's just I feel like a Lord of the Rings style game like this, it doesn't need it. Like they would serve better from just.
Can we take a break? Like, can we have like a year of like no open world games, and then they can be refreshed again the year after?
What is this, like a character select? Is that what's going on there?
No, he's selecting different targets. Like to go, he's gonna go after this guy.
Oh, it's like your mission.
Okay.
Yep. So this is like the select dudes to assassinate, and I guess every time you play.
I see. He got into his brain and found out who was in charge of him.
Every time you play, the game gives you all the mobs are randomly generated and they regenerate again. And if you kill a dude's friend and you don't kill the dude, he can show up in a later level and he'll remember you.
He'll be like, oh, this
shit,
son of a gun.
yeah, stuff like that.
Son of a biscuit.
Yeah.
This biscuit eating bulldog. That's pretty cool.
Definitely sounds sweet. The trailer's got a guy narrating over it, so you guys should definitely look it up and watch it.
It's a really long. It's like 8 minutes long.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We just wanted to cover it really quickly for you guys.
All right, so we're gonna move into a trailer for MLB 2014.
Oh my god!
Is this on PS4?
This is PS4.
PS4 and PS Vita.
We're not gonna talk during this, guys.
Yep. This is just for your ears only.
I'm so excited about this.
Since 1996, PlayStation's MLB franchise has spanned 18 titles, and in the last 8 years, MLB The Show has been rated highest among all sports games. So with MLB 13 The Show, we have completely maxed out the console. Moving on to the PlayStation 4, it's kind of like handcuffs and restraints have been taken off. All of the things that we wanted to do on the PlayStation 3, we can now do on the PlayStation 4 and so much more. Our designers, our producers, all of our engineers, we're all really, really excited about the possibilities that we'll have moving forward working on the next-gen platform.
In the PS3, we had about 150,000 polygons. In the PS4, we can use about 1 million polygons.
So what makes the show cool is we have 1,500 different players that our artists build. So for PS4, we have to decide what do we want to do to make them look better. So on PS3, they're modeled as kind of a Ken doll plastic molded piece. So for PS4, we wanted to capture a more realistic version. So instead of modeling a giant molded piece, we're actually drawing up to 40,000 individual hairs. It feels much more like a real person sitting there.
We don't want to have a franchise that takes 2 or 3 years to get back to where it was the previous console years. Day one, MLB 14 is shown on the PlayStation 4. Will be feature complete franchise exhibition road to the show. Will be in the PlayStation 4. But we're also taking things to the next level with the graphical updates. Like for instance, we can only do 42 different crowd models. On the PlayStation 4, we can do over 1,000. When it's all said and done, reality is the best innovation.
So, MLB.
Oh my god, I was really hoping for. I was told that was a trailer, and that
Yeah.
was.
It is a trailer.
Yeah.
I told you today that it wasn't a lot of gameplay. I mean, basically no gameplay. It was more just them talking. I thought it was really interesting. I
thought it was interesting. I was not expecting. If you had been like, "Oh, it's like it's like developer interviews," I would have known what to expect. I am still super hyped for the MLB game. MLB The Show is constantly the pinnacle of graphics in terms of like what the
And
PS3
gameplay.
could do.
And
gameplay, yeah, it's amazing. But they are always pushing the boundary, graphics wise, gameplay wise. Last year they spent. I can't even remember how much time, but they make it so that the ball's rotation actually affects the way it's like moving through the air. You can see the correct rotations on each pitch if you go in and watch the replays, like
That's
curveball.
pretty sweet, yeah.
They care so much about baseball
Detail,
gameplay.
yeah.
It's awesome. I support that series 100%. I will be getting it in any way I can. I'm absolutely going to get it when I get a PS4. I just wish I had seen more of it right there.
Yeah.
Also, 40,000 individual hairs seems excessive. I don't know if people actually
You need
have,
all that hair, dude.
I don't know if people actually have 40,000 hairs per person.
Going from that, a little detail, like he said at the end, like going from 42 individual crowd
to 42,000.
No,
to 1,000.
Oh, to 1,000. Okay.
That's still massive.
That's huge.
I hate in sports games when I look in the crowd. I'm like, there's like 10 models.
Yeah, I remember playing like the old wrestling games like SmackDown and
There's
No Mercy.
3 people.
There's 3 people. You would go out into the first like wrestling game to let you go out into the crowd. The crowd was still like 2D.
Yeah.
So they would just like move around you. It's like it was the worst. And it was at the time I was like,
Yeah.
But it's awesome to see the kind of like things they've progressed in. MLB The Show is the consistently best sport franchise in video gaming. Period.
So our next trailer isn't actually a game trailer.
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie. But it's a movie based on a game. And I think it was just announced today.
It wasn't.
Right?
This is breaking news.
All right, so let's go
Not
ahead
breaking,
and just play
'cause it
it.
was
We won't
like-
even say what it is. We're just going to play it.
Yeah,
and
that's
do some
dope.
mute.
You're gonna be okay! You're gonna be okay! Say it with me, Murray! Say it! Sly, give me some good news! We're losing him!
Keep your shell on.
Turtle jumps! Really?
I see the light!
Hang in there, pal!
Everybody be cool. I'm on it.
Lately, I can't feel my hands!
Stay cool, big guy.
Pretty sure I'm going into shock right now!
We're running out of time, Sly!
Hey, no clocks, Bentley. It throws me off.
We're too late!
Not on my shift. Seriously?
So
Hungry!
for the last time, you really need to see a doctor about this because it's
Just remember...
it's not normal,
the good
Murray.
times.
This always happens when you skip your afternoon fruit.
What about-
No, a chocolate orange does not count.
But it tasted like fruit!
No buts. Sly. And of course, you're gone.
Go, go, go!
Why can't we just order pizza like normal people?
Sprinkles. Ooh, hey, how about this profile? Oh, wait, good show! Oh, no, how about like this? Excuse me.
That looks awesome.
I've never played the Sly Cooper games, so I don't really care.
I haven't played a ton of them. I played the first one for like a minute, and I have the most
newest
recent
one,
one,
yeah.
like Thieves in Time.
I played the first 2, and I played. Which one did I play? Maybe one for the. I played a little bit of the new one. I didn't even come close to finishing.
Yeah.
it. But
I
what I
think-
like about the Sly character is he's not a good guy. He steals.
Well, he's a pretty good guy.
I mean, he's a thief.
He's a gentleman thief.
He's like Robin Hood, kind of like.
I mean, he kind of gives it to himself.
I mean,
he doesn't give it to like the poor. Like he's like, oh, this is mine.
No, I know, but I wouldn't say he's a bad guy. But we can. I mean, you haven't even played all the stories, so you don't even know.
I mean, anyway,
I think that graphically that looks really cool. I think that'll be a great family movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More exposure to the Sly franchise, too. So
I'm upset that it's so far away.
2016.
Yeah.
2016 seems forever away.
It does. I mean, it is kind of forever away.
It's almost as far away. It's almost as 2 years as it can be. Like, we're only at the end of January.
And that game was so ahead of its time when it first came out. Like, as far as cell shading went, like, it was beautiful. The way they used shadows and everything. I loved the first game.
Yeah, like I said, I never played them, so...
They're fun. I wasn't huge on them when I was a kid, because I wasn't into stealth stuff as much. I was mostly annoyed by it.
Yeah.
But it's not... At least the new one, which is Thieves in Time, isn't as stealth-based. And I've played some of the... Like, I played the HD... downloaded, like, a demo of the HD remake for the PS3, and it felt easier than
Is the HD remake, is it 1, 2, and 3? Is it all 3 of them?
It's 1, 2, and 3, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. All right, let's...
just of note for anyone else who didn't know it, that movie will be coming out in 2016, a year after the Ratchet and Clank movie that they're making, which I did not know about.
I didn't know about that either, yeah.
Which will come out in 2015.
Yeah.
Super weird that we have this now, but we don't have any Ratchet and Clank footage or anything.
Oh, we don't? Okay.
No,
they just announced it? Okay.
Yeah, so
news of the week. What do we got, Kyle?
I mean, this is you.
I have to read about this?
This is your baby.
No, the next one's my baby.
Look at the title of this one. This one's kind of your baby.
I'll read about it because I hate Xbox Gold. Bethesda said that the Elder Scrolls Online will not require PS Plus, which is unlike the fact that it will require Xbox Live Gold.
Will it?
Play. It will, yes.
They said? Did they say that?
I'm pretty sure they have said that, yes, it will require Xbox Live Gold.
I didn't know about
that.
Any
multiplayer game on Xbox requires Xbox Live Gold.
They didn't put that in their announcement today.
Whereas Sony seems to have like kind of
Sony
a weird...
is like play online for free.
Well, no, they're like playing MMOs online without paying for PlayStation Plus. Because like to play Killzone online on PS4, you have to have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Okay. On PS3.
So it's weird. Like MMOs, if you would normally get charged for it seems like they're not going to charge you.
They're not going to double tap you like that. That's cool.
So I mean,
well, PlanetSide you don't pay for, but that's
PlanetSide's free to play.
Yeah, PlanetSide's going to be free to play. So yeah, and you don't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. It's interesting.
It's super weird. The specific quote was just that a PlayStation Plus membership is not required to play the Elder Scrolls Online. PS4 players will only be required to pay the same monthly subscription associated with the Elder Scrolls Online that PC and Mac users will pay, nothing more. So, pretty straightforward.
It seemed like a nice, hey, you guys, you don't have to pay for this, but you still got to pay for it.
It seems like Sony takes every chance they can get, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, to one-up Microsoft, and that includes...
I mean, they kind of do.
Yeah,
they totally
do. I mean, that's good business, and giving away... game access in the sense of you don't have to pay extra to play this game online when you're already paying for it is a great way to do it.
Yep.
That's going to send anyone who is waffling between the two to PS4.
I also, I don't like how it's different server. Like, the PS4 people are only going to be playing PS4.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because of Microsoft, because Microsoft won't allow that. Sony allows that. Like,
Sony did allow
Final Fantasy 14 is going to be cross.
Yep.
I know Unreal Tournament 3 for PS3 was cross.
I'm definitely
I'd say I'd put that on Microsoft again because other games have done it already.
Yeah, I mean Microsoft did it with Shadowrun, but I think that was the only one they did it.
And that was only,
to push Vista.
It was games for Windows Live.
Yeah, and it required Vista. That was to push that.
Yep.
I am definitely a fan of trying to integrate PC and console servers for these games. So there's no reason not to do it that I'm aware of.
Especially for MMOs.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so next bit of info is actually about Sony as well. Sony announced their All Access program. I think this actually changes to the All Access program because they still have.
They made an announcement for an All Access program, and then they were like, "Let's make it better."
Yeah. So right now, what they're saying is on or around April 2nd, they'll be rolling out a simple new All Access membership plan, full of value. In the new All Access plan, members will be able to claim 500 station cash monthly from within the game marketplaces. So that means in order to get the station cash, you have to actually log into the games and claim it. Receive a 10% discount on marketplace purchases, and gain access to exclusive promotions and offers throughout the year. The All Access plan includes memberships to EverQuest, EverQuest 2, DC Universe Online, PlanetSide 2, Vanguard until Vanguard's discontinued, because that's getting discontinued this year. And it'll include the upcoming EverQuest Next and EQ Next Landmark, and that's going to be for one low price of $14.99 per month.
Now, it didn't say it in the thing, because I pulled this straight from it, but do you know if it's 500 station cash per game?
Per game, yes.
Okay, that's way better than what it...
I'm fairly sure it's per game, because they said in order to claim it, you have to log into the games.
Yeah.
So if you were playing PlanetSide 2 and EverQuest, you'd have to log into PlanetSide 2, claim your money, log into EverQuest, claim your money. I could be wrong. Do not quote me on that, because... But that's the way... That's the way they talked about it, so I think that's how you...
And you were saying 500 station cash is like
it's
roughly
like
$5?
Yeah, $5. So free $5 for $14.99 membership.
I think it's
Can you get rollover station cash? Like if I get my station cash this month and I'm like, well, I want that thing that's $9.99,
yes.
and
if you don't use it, it stays on your account. As long as you claimed it, it's there.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yep. So you could, but if you miss a month, it's not. You can't like go back and claim it.
Yeah.
So if if in January you got your 500, but February you didn't, in March you could get your 500 again, but you'd only have 1,000. You couldn't go back and get that extra 500 you missed.
I think it's like I think it's a good deal. First of all, obviously it's a good deal. You get
I mean,
a lot of
it's
stuff, but
ton of MMOs.
It's like it kind of seems like they're just doing anything they can to get people to play their stuff.
I mean, a lot of those games are free to play.
Yeah, I know.
DCU,
PlanetSide 2. I mean, they're free to play, but they do have membership options.
Yes, they do have membership options.
Yeah, and this is a good way to be like, hey, play our stuff. Like,
yeah, it is.
Yeah. So it's the cost of one WoW membership, and you get all these games. Like it's a great deal. It just definitely seems like, and Sony Online Entertainment does not have a stellar history of keeping their games afloat. So
I mean, EverQuest.
EverQuest has been around for ages, and that is kind of the only big one. They had Star Wars Galaxies, which was... It had a really cult following, but they kind of killed it, and they killed it permanently. I personally really like PlanetSide 2. I think it's a very good, solid massive first-person shooter, and I'm really excited to play EverQuest Next.
Yeah.
And
EverQuest Next, I'm excited
I will absolutely try EverQuest Next. And I'm a pretty big WoW head, and I'll still give it a shot.
Yeah.
So.
I want to just mention one more thing for this too. They also announced that PlanetSide 1, which they still have servers hanging around for, it's still up, is going to be free to play on when they start this. So just totally random, but people should totally check it out because I would love to see people play PlanetSide 1 again. Because PlanetSide 1 it came out ages ago. The game is ancient at this point, but it was so ahead of its time. There was nothing else like it. It was the first massive first-person shooter, and it was really fun.
Yep.
I'm really hoping the PlanetSide 2 community puts together like a weekend where instead of playing PlanetSide 2, we just go play PlanetSide 1 for a weekend. That'd be awesome. So, which Witcher episode is this, Kyle?
Witcher episode number is this?
Witcher episode.
So we got a little trailer that we're going to loop in the background here for you guys. This is just one of the Witcher trailers, the most recent one. So it'll just loop in the background while we talk about it.
Witcher 3, they had a kind of like an interview, I guess.
Yeah. I think it was on IGN.
Yes, IGN did this interview. And it was a really good interview. It's really long. Definitely worth the read, because we didn't cover everything in it.
No.
So if you're interested in Witcher 3, I definitely recommend going back and reading it. We're going to cover
I'll post a link in the chat for anyone who wants to read it.
Oh yeah, do it. Yeah.
We're going to cover some of the bullet points that we thought were really interesting and something to talk about. So one of the things that they asked was, will you need to play Witcher 1 and Witcher 2 to really enjoy this game? And they said people don't need to play those before they jump into Wild Hunt. It's going to be its own thing.
I feel like everybody who has a trilogy says that though. Like Mass Effect said the same thing. Yeah, you can jump into Mass Effect 3 and play it, and you could, but goddamn, you're an idiot if you did. The full story was just incredible.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Also, will saves from previous games play a part in the third game? They said they can't confirm this yet, but they're looking at what the PC players want. They don't want to disappoint the PC fans because that's their bread and butter. They live on the PC. So it's important to them, but they said they can't confirm it yet. That sounds to me like it's something they're working on implementing.
Possibly.
I feel like, though, like, if they're this far, because this is this year. If they're this...
Yeah, Wild Hunt's this year.
If they're this far into it, I would think those implementations would already be in the game. Maybe they just haven't confirmed it yet.
Possibly.
What else do we have? In Witcher 3, you won't have, like, a generic FedEx-style, like, quest system.
Yep.
Like, go here, fetch this, deliver it. Of course, there's going to have those side quests, like kill beasts, but they're trying to, like, put a unique spin on them, make them feel different. I think, again, that's another thing a lot of people promise.
If they can succeed on it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, if they can succeed...
Yeah, I'll hold my judgment until I see it.
Basically, everything we talk about, period, involves if.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of if.
Yeah.
Everything sounds great.
Like,
it does.
If this Kickstarter game comes out, if this access game gets released.
Stop
okay. They said one of the big complaints about Witcher 2 is that you're not really a Witcher. And I guess for lack of a better term,
very little
Witcher means monster hunter.
Yes.
So there's very little witching going on in Witcher 2. So in this one, Geralt is a monster hunter. There were a lot of monsters to hunt in the second game, and they said it's funny because people thought you got more into the politics and the war than actual monster hunting. You'll have a whole new system in Witcher 3 to track monsters. Using your special Witcher senses. That's what he said. I'm not.
No. You do have the little like gem that you touch. And
we're laughing at him, not at you.
Witch. I don't know. It pulsates.
Son of a witch.
You'll also be able to refer to your in-depth bestiary, which will be populated with more monsters, and that's going to give you like really important information on like how to kill them better, like all that fun stuff that people love to read.
I think you skipped this bit about. Gameplay hours.
Oh, yeah. Gameplay hours.
Wow, Kyle.
I don't know. There's so much witching going on.
There's a lot of witching.
There's a lot of witching. They're looking at roughly 50 hours for the main storyline. That's pretty massive.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and age, that's a long game. Depending on your gameplay style, they say, and the difficulty you choose. Which they didn't say anything about.
They didn't say anything about.
They didn't say anything about gameplay like difficulties, but I'm really hoping they keep in all their like hardcore difficulty settings. I don't know how
they had
one
that was the hardest difficulty where if you died it deleted your save, right?
Yeah. I love that they include stuff like that in there for people who want to play it.
Yeah.
I hate when games like if I pop in a new game and it's like you can play on normal and then like hard mode is grayed out and then I don't even have the other difficulty played out because I feel like it's like I really want to play this game challenging. Do I want to play the game like
multiple times?
More than like 3 times?
I think every game should, not every game. I think everyone when they get a game should really like try the game on normal first. I think it's presumptuous to go either easy or hard.
I think locking difficulties is stupid.
I think locking difficulties is stupid.
Like, that's just dumb.
Yeah, what I'm saying has nothing to do with it. I think every game should come with a way to change the difficulty on the fly. I think that every gamer should try it on normal and go from there.
See, I do it the other way. I want to try it on the hardest difficulty and then base it off of that.
But everybody plays their games differently, so...
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So they said if you do most or all the side quests, you're looking at anything between 100 and 120 hours of gameplay.
It definitely
so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Grand Theft Auto The Witcher, essentially.
Grand Theft Auto The Witcher.
A long time ago, they said that traversing from one side of the map to the other on horse could take anywhere up to like 45 minutes.
That'd be interesting to see.
That's pretty...
Yeah, because this is an open world game.
Yeah, this is an open world game. Do you want to take the next one?
No.
I believe...
I haven't read this. You were the one who put it in here, so I don't really know what's going on.
Okay, so...
I'll read the next bit.
They asked if you can do side quests after completing the story. Almost is their answer. Currently, you have absolute freedom to do whatever you want until the last few hours of the game. If we decide to allow players to return to the game after the ending, I imagine that based on your choices in the game, some quests would be completely locked out because of your previous actions. And they give an example, like let's say you kill an entire village off. You won't be able to access those side quests anymore, so they're not just going to reopen.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I love that that's a thing in the game. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
love this. Like,
interesting.
you can completely destroy a quest line if you like.
They kind of talked about that with the new Dragon Age, a bit of the footage they showed for that. They showed in Dragon Age 3, he was going to a mission, and he could stop at this village and help him defend it, and he decided not to. He wanted to get to his quest, his main quest. After he completed his main quest, he came back around, and that village was burned to the ground. That quest hub is gone.
See, I
So if they do something similar like that for Witcher, that'd be
I'm
pretty
all
cool.
for games having like hard consequence decisions like that, where it's like this is going to completely affect your game, depending on what you choose to do.
Yeah.
I love that in games.
Yeah, they said 36 different endings.
That's intense.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm expecting them to be slight variations on the same ending, but we'll.
You saved one person. You saved two people.
How many color palettes
You
can
can.
the last explosion be?
You can eat a dick. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's like, I got
piss
the
off.
mauve ending.
I am of two minds on that because I love games that are just like they give you tons of content, but I don't like games that like force you to like. I like that there's a lot of things to do, but with 36 different endings, 36 times 50 hours is
Yeah, but I don't doubt anyone's going to play it 30. I mean, obviously people want to play it 36 times. Somebody will play it to see all the endings.
Our Let's Play for Witcher 3 36 times will begin.
Yeah, CJ is going to be doing it for us,
I will.
streaming 24/7.
24/7.
So he gets all 36 endings.
Brandon already approved all my time off for it, so...
So they said that it's a single-player experience all the way, but they're looking to release the Red Kit, which is like their creation kit. It's their mod kit.
Yeah, it's like their Skyrim
Yeah,
Nexus.
exactly. Sometime after the game launches for the modding community. So they want to keep the game alive afterwards with people making their own adventures and their own quests and stuff.
I love how
really
it's
cool.
I love how it's something that they're projecting to do like way later. So it's like let people. It's like when Grand Theft Auto released multiplayer later. It's like let people play the game that we made, and then let them do like whatever the hell they want. Like just play what we made first.
Yep.
And then put Thomas the Train in as your horse.
Exactly. Real quick, before we go on to the next point, we just have a request from JJ in the chat to do introductions again.
Oh, okay.
Some people have been coming in, like, trickling in.
Yeah, definitely.
So, cool, so just...
I am 2 inches.
That's 2 inches. I'm CJ.
And I'm
Hashtag
B-Pants.
CJ.
B-Pants. I kind of
B-Pants.
cut off. I have a weird seating situation.
Press 1 in the chat if you would like a second camera, so Brandon doesn't...
so I can just
you don't see
sit like this
B-Pants'
and be like,
face
"Oh, I'm doing computer stuff."
constantly turned around.
CJ, you cheater. They're not going to see that for 40 seconds.
I got excited!
Okay, so what's this next bit? It's extremely... Is that talking about, the graphics power, or...
This is them talking about the PS coming to console.
Oh, coming to consoles, okay.
They're saying it's extremely manageable. There's a lot of power in the new next-gen consoles, PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah.
They don't want to say they're using them to... Okay, they came out and said that they were using them to their fullest capacity.
Yeah.
And they said they're not using them to their fullest capacity, but they're pushing it pretty close.
They're using it to their fullest capacity that they think they can right now.
That they think, I thought, it's way too early to be like, oh, yeah, we're maxing out the PS4 right now. It's like, you don't know what the PS4 can do right now, or the Xbox One. No one's even close to optimization on those machines yet, so...
What if they really are, though?
That's kind of scary.
Get ready for 7 years of The Witcher 2. Witcher 3.
I mean, they've got 36 endings.
Yeah.
Witcher 3, 2014 is released. I don't think we have a date yet. It's just sometime 2014. Yeah. No specs yet, so... I'm pretty sure it's going to be a demanding PC game.
That's from them saying, save for an upgrade.
Save for an upgrade, exactly. So we got a bit of news about Microsoft and the Gears of War franchise.
I believe that Microsoft just announced that they now own the Gears of War franchise.
Yes.
They purchased it straight out. Rights to all existing and future games. So that includes. I believe it's only Gears of War 1 through 3, obviously.
And the Judgment.
Yeah, Judgment. I think so.
Yeah,
Judgment.
Yeah.
I don't know if it includes any other entertainment experiences and merchandise. So that includes any. I believe there was a book. There's a couple other things. It's kind of a big purchase on Microsoft's part in the sense of there's still a lot to be done.
And the same thing happened with I don't know, did they own Halo or did they buy Halo from Bungie?
I think they bought
I think they bought
Bungie,
Bungie.
didn't
Yeah,
they?
they bought. Yeah, they had.
They
had Bungie under.
Bungie. They did.
No, I think they owned Halo.
Yeah, they owned
Okay.
Halo, but Bungie continued developing with
Yeah.
them, and then Bungie left. Okay.
Black Tusk Studios in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, will take over development of the Gears of War franchise. Rod Ferguson, who's the former director of production at Epic Games on the Gears of War franchise, will join Microsoft, and he's going to be, a figurehead at the studio in leadership role to move Black Tusk forward.
I mean, it seems like a logical choice on their part. Gears of War is one of their biggest franchises, so
Yep.
Snag it from Epic, and now hopefully Epic can do something new and awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, who's...
And hopefully they can do something new and awesome multi-platform.
I was going to wait until the end of this, but who's left at Epic now? I mean, Cliffy's gone, and now the other...
Cliffy's gone?
Cliffy left a
Oh,
while
Cliffy's
ago.
been
Really?
gone.
I didn't even know. What is he doing now?
He's
running around on stage,
he's
making
just doing
finger
whatever.
guns, yeah.
He's on vacation. He's
I mean,
he's
I
been in
didn't know
he's been in the industry since he was 17. He's taking a nap.
Yeah,
I can't blame him.
He's a D, but he also earned the right to be a D. So he's just chilling on some beach somewhere right now, last I heard.
Yeah.
He is. I know he was tweeting a bunch about meeting with studios and stuff, and he didn't want to get anyone's hopes up yet because he's not just going to jump on anything. He wants this to be his perfect match.
Yeah,
I mean, he can do that now. He's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
well
he has the
known
pull.
in the industry.
He has the pull
so.
to do it.
Exactly. So there was, I guess, it was asked that when we can hear more plans about the Gears of War franchise, and Hanno Lemke
Lemke
said we should hear some more news about Gears of War later this year.
E3.
So
yeah,
E3,
absolutely E3.
some sort of announcement. Yeah.
I
wouldn't be
saying
surprised.
it now. E3.
So that wraps it up for the big news bits we have.
There's one last thing we can cover pretty
okay.
quickly. We weren't going to do it, but I think we have enough time to just talk about it really quick. The StarCraft 2 arcade.
Oh, yeah, we can just mention that real quick.
Yeah, we have enough time to talk about that real quick.
I think Kyle probably knows the best
Kyle
about
can definitely
that.
fill us in.
Yeah, so StarCraft 2 just released a pretty big patch update. Right now, the free-to-play version of the game, all races are available to you for multiplayer. The arcade is 100% open to you, which is massive. There are hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands, of different kinds of community-made games. There's full-fledged MMOs.
Yep.
There's Bejeweled. There's Team Fortresses. There's MOBAs. There's Solitaire. Anything you could think of that
Tower
could be
Defense
made.
is a popular one. Yep.
It's all in there, and it's all free now. There's a soccer game that's the bomb.
Yeah.
Star Strikers. If you guys want to play some StarCraft soccer, Star Strikers is where it's at.
I'll have to check it out.
That's all free now for the free-to-play model. You don't need the game to do any of that. I don't know if you can play on ranked multiplayer. I think it's only unranked.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, they gotta lock some stuff.
Yeah.
down.
So right now, the only things that are
make-
locked out to people are the ranked multiplayer and the campaign.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense to
Yeah.
lock out ranked multiplayer because that's most people. That's
They
what care about.
also released their what the actual developers are using for modding tools to the community. Before it was
nice.
a very specific StarCraft 2 editor. Now you're given the tools that they have, so you can actually go in and now edit models
you were
you
essentially
can
part
create
of
your
the
own.
development
Now
team
you can
at this
create
point.
your own units. You can do anything now. The
That's
whole game,
awesome.
the editing is going to get insane in that game because of this patch.
Yeah, in a couple of years we'll probably see some really insane
it's
stuff.
pretty
coming out.
massive.
Yep. Okay, Kyle, you have a sweet review of
I
the
do
week.
have a sweet review of the week.
Olli Olli. We have a little trailer we're gonna play first.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
think?
play the trailer for the game first, just to give you guys a little taste.
Yep. So this is Olli Olli on PS Vita.
Peggy 3.
couldn't cut that beat. That beat was awesome.
The beat was pretty
yeah.
sick. So that's Olli Olli. It's a handheld skateboarding game. People, okay, we're just gonna story. There's no story score.
Yeah.
There's no story of the game.
No story.
Not applicable. Gameplay. A lot of people are calling this game an endless runner. Everywhere I'm reading a review, people are calling this an endless runner. Each level ends.
So it's not
an endless runner.
It's
It goes
By
against the
definition, it
yeah.
ends. I don't understand where all these reviews are coming from.
Yeah,
and like,
it's-
endless runner, Olli Olli.
because like the argument could be made like, oh, it's like the gameplay of an endless runner, but it's like that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
tons
not-
of things
no.
did that before endless runners were a thing.
Yep. Hate that everyone is calling this an endless runner. It has an end. So you start out at the beginning of each stage, and you basically you push with X. Character goes. You got to traverse the stage by jumping over gaps, landing, and avoiding obstacles. This game goes from just stupid easy, where there's nothing in your way, to really the only way you can fail is to not land a trick, to just insane difficulty levels.
I read that in a review.
The last,
it's just like, oh, here we go. It's spike in difficulty.
it's definitely it's.
It's more, you think it's more of a gradual?
I think it's more of a
Okay.
gradual. Like the snow levels, those are pretty early on, and those are really tough because your timing jumps and the way you have to land.
Yeah.
Each one's very it's tricky. The last 5 stages are insane. Just insanity. Super hard.
Yeah.
When do I get to grind the dinosaur? Is my question.
The second level of the last set of stages.
So it's near the end.
It's
Okay.
it's the
I figured it would be
4th to last stage, dinosaur. What else do we got? So to do all the tricks in the game, if you've played Skate, it's gonna feel really, really natural. All the tricks are stick command. So
Okay.
you flick down and up, and that's how you do a kick flip. You kind of give it a spin. That's a pop shove it.
Yeah, so
Now-
it sounds very similar to Skate.
Yeah, it's exactly like Skate. The trick comes in where, say you want to land on the rail. You just press down on the stick, and he'll, lock onto the rail. You want to land on the ground, you have to hit X right before you land the ground. And you have to time those, to get better points, you'll want to stick your landing right before, the board touches the ground.
Yeah.
So he kind of, slams down on it. Same with the rail. You want to hit down right before the rail comes, not in the middle of your jump, so you look like a jobber just floating there with your board. You want to hit that, right at the sweet spot. And it awards you for that. That's how you get the perfects that you're seeing on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Gameplay is pretty simplistic, but it's the way they all work together, which makes them super complex. And in later stages, they just destroy you. Yeah, that's gameplay. It's pretty basic. I'm giving it an 8 because there's so many.
8 out of 8 kickflips?
8 tail slides.
8 tail slides? Okay. 8 tail
out of
slides out of
10
10 tail slides? Okay, sweet.
is what this game is getting for gameplay. There's so many tricks in the game. There's a whole Trictionary, and it lists everything you can do.
Trictionary?
Yeah, it's called the Trictionary.
I like
that.
It gives
That's
you
awesome.
all the commands, all the flips that you need to do. There's stuff you can collect. Some of the stages have little bonus, you collect all the spray paint cans, and that's how
Nice.
you get you unlock. If you get 5 stars in a level, you unlock the pro version of that level, which is even harder.
Is it a different level, or how do they make it harder?
There's more the
There's
level's
more,
the same. Yeah, there's more
Okay.
obstacles, and things are placed differently.
Okay.
Then there's also, this is still gameplay, there's also daily challenges where it gives you a level, you can only do one trick, and you have to get the most out of that trick.
Oh, nice.
There's also spot challenges where it takes a chunk of a level, you can only do one trick, the second your board touches the ground, your trick's done, and that's your score.
Huh.
The way
And
it's
then,
set
is
up,
that all set up with leaderboards to compete against people?
Yep, yeah, there's
Nice.
crazy online leaderboards. Yeah, so you can chain together tons of grinds and flips and everything, and they all count until your board touches the ground. You can also spin in the game with the right trigger. Spinning's really tricky because you would think
Because it's a trick, right?
because it's a trick. It doesn't work like most skateboarding games. It even feels weird coming from Skate. The trick, you press it and you start spinning. You have to spin correctly.
You
You
have
can't
to line them up.
Yeah, you have to be stop spinning and land perfectly. Like, it's really weird how the spinning works. You get used to it after a while, but it's... And that's how you get your sick points, is by spinning a lot.
Yep.
Doing those crazy spins.
Yeah, so 8 tail slides out of 10.
Well, shouldn't that be like 8 360s?
No, we already gave it tail slides. Sound, the music is great, but it kind of gets annoying after a while.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll change, like, you're on the last set of stages. You would think that those would have a very specific, like, their own music. You go back and, like, you're like, I want to play this level for a bit. The music still, like, follows you. So you're kind of stuck in the same
So it's just
song
kind of like
for a while.
looping the same song
Yeah.
almost, like even through menus and stuff.
Yep. Yeah. So after a while, the music can get kind of tiring. It's not the greatest. Some of the music's like super pumping you up, like just like the trailer.
No, the trailer was
just
that
awesome
was like,
music.
I was ready to go skate and I can't skate. So.
Yeah, but again, like it kind of like drones on and you can't escape it. You can't be like, I wanted this track.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weak. All the sound effects were like landing on your board. Like when you hit that perfect and you hear that like thud, like it sounds great. Like you feel like it in your hands.
Nice.
Hitting the rail, like all those sounds are really great. There's really nothing else for sound. Like it's really just like those. Like,
yeah, I mean,
very
it's
little
skate sounds
things.
and music.
Yeah,
so.
like so it's not like super impressive. I mean, a 7, I think. 7 360 flips.
7 360 flips okay,
is really good for a sound score.
With now we're going 360 flips. Now we're not tail slides.
Well, that tail slides was gameplay.
Yeah, tail slides was gameplay, dude.
Graphics, as you can see, like the graphics are like pretty stylized. It's very like pixely.
Very pixely,
yeah. But you can see all the little like nuances. Like when he does a flip trick, you can tell what trick he's doing, even though it's this like little pixel board.
Yeah, I mean it looks solid.
Yeah. I like the graphics in the game a lot. I like the stages. I think everything kind of like pops. When you get like that power up that kind of like boosts your speed like very slightly. The little trail of like fuzzy pixels is really nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to give graphics 8 varials.
8 varials? Alright, sweet. So
did you guys ever, just on graphics, did you guys ever play the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game for Game Boy Color?
Yes.
I did.
Yes, that game was dope.
Yeah, I loved that game, first of all, but this seems like an even better version of it.
Yeah.
Like, graphically. Like, this seems...
Yes. Oh, yeah, yeah, it definitely does.
Nice.
It's if you turn Tony Hawk on the Game Boy Color, like on a 2D plane, that's what this... Yeah, I can see that.
So what do you think about fun?
Fun cycle, make or break a category, best category in the business. This game is pure crack.
You couldn't put it down?
I didn't want to stop playing it.
Nice.
And for a handheld game, I don't usually love handheld. If I'm at home, I'm not gonna sit there on my handheld. I don't really use it in the car. I don't use it like when I'm on a break. Like I could not put this game down. Any chance I had to play this game, I was sitting there just grinding away at the levels.
Nice. Nice pun.
Each stage is like, I'd say like a minute to 2 minutes long. They're really short. So yeah, game is amazing for like carpools. Amazing for like a bus commute. Mm-hmm. You got 2 minutes to kill, like waiting for a download to finish. Like you just pop on a level, just bust some tricks out.
You're sitting at work and your boss is in a meeting. You just hop on there real quick.
Yeah, boss in a meeting, boom,
I go into a lot of meetings. I don't like this conversation.
Kick flips all day. There's so much to do, like as far as like all the like different modes, all the different pro things to unlock, all the star. Each stage has a like normal row, and you get 5 stars for each of them with goals. Then each stage has a pro level with 5 stars for each one of those.
Oh,
all the spots, all the dailies. This game has so much content.
Nice.
Fun cycle 9. The only reason
9 what?
Ooh,
gotta think of a trick. Gotta be a good trick.
It's clearly 9 hard flips.
Yeah, 9 hard flips.
Okay, sweet.
The only reason it didn't get a 10 is this game did crash on me twice. Like just flat out, just hard crashed.
Okay.
So what happened was the first time it crashed, I jumped and then I missed my landing and I fell down a large flight of stairs.
So when you crashed in the game?
Yeah, when I crashed in the game just flat out crashed. A big warning message come up. I filled out a little report that told me like write stuff about what the crash. I sent it in. Then the second time it happened, I was also falling down a flight of stairs. I don't know if it was the same level.
Maybe they did this on purpose because you're crashing, so they made the game crash.
See, Kyle should love that. Given 2 Inches should love that. Given his like fondness of how hard like games are.
Yeah.
Like that deletes your save mode in The Witcher. In The Witcher, that's essentially it. Like you bail in the game. It's like, okay, I'm shut down.
So yeah, if it had not crashed twice, and if it was like just, it probably would have gotten a 10 from me. But it's frustrating. The game takes forever to load. Once you're in the game, there's like no load time.
Okay, so just that initial load.
That initial load takes
loads
forever.
like everything.
Yeah. So 9 hard flips. That's a really good score for this title.
Fun. Yep.
Overall, if you like Skate and you have a Vita, this is a must-buy. This game is $12. I've already put probably 4 hours into this game. I'm easily going to put another 4 into this game over time.
Yeah.
For $12, it's $10 if you have Plus. It's like $10.86.
Yeah, with a Plus.
If you have the
discount,
the Plus discount, this game is worth every penny. I would definitely recommend buying this game. Overall, the game is an 8. It's got
8 what? You can't just. You got to give it a 8.
8 melon grabs.
Melon grabs, right? 8 melon grabs out of 10 melon grabs.
Yep.
That's a solid score.
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah. I think that's good.
The game is great. Buy it.
All right. I think that about wraps up the show, right?
We had a request in the chat from Clampy Clamp.
I saw that. I'm not singing.
Brandon, it's a audience request. And
I don't.
We are
sing.
What's the song?
I only sing in my car.
We are allowed to pick. He or she would like to hear a cartoon theme song.
But we have such a good outro.
Gummy bears.
Oh my god! Okay, I just want to point out that right here I have the Gummy Bears lyrics.
Yes,
pulled up. So I will sing.
Gummy bears.
Wait, hold on. I'll sing.
Hurry
I'll sing
in
the
the
part.
mood.
I'll sing
I'm
the
not
part
doing
up
this.
to the chorus.
I'm not doing the part.
Okay, so Brandon, you will sing.
Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna cut us to the outro
You
right
can
now.
cut us.
The outro's so good.
How did you have gummy bears though?
Because I know what the best theme song is. Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, faithful and friendly with stories to share.
shit.
They sing out in chorus, marching along as the song fills the air.
Can we cut to the
Gummy bears, bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare.
My wife is sick.
They are
She's gonna
the
be so
gummy
pissed.
bears.
Dude, she likes gummy bears.
Everyone loves gummy
All
bears.
right, all right.
That one goes out to Clampy Clamp.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Check out the sweet outro.